This push drill was another item out of the $3 toolbox I found at a yard sale. As you can see, it has its share of corrosion. And it's lock solid. Nobody's doing any pushing or any drilling with this thing. There's one bit seized in the chuck, and there should be more bits inside this handle. To access the bits, you're supposed to unscrew this knurled nut, but it's not moving. I hope I can at least get it apart to get to the bits. It'd be great if I could get it working again. Okay, the way these are made, this part is nickel-plated steel, and this part is nickel-plated steel. The shaft, these two shafts, are nickel-plated brass. That's probably why they're less corroded. So I'm going to run this on the wire wheel and all this on the wire wheel to get off the worst of the surface rust. Maybe I'll just take a toothbrush and clean some of this off. This might just be powdered rust stuck on the plating. Then once we get to that point, it's going in the magic soup. Here's the push drill after a bath. That handle has some severe damage. Makes you sad. It's still locked up solid, nothing's moving. Ooh. I can hear them rattling in there. The bits are saying, "Get me out! Get me out, Magdad!" Alright, let's see what we can do. This batch of evaporust is just about used up. Let's see if it's got one more job left in it. Alright, it's been in the evaporust for about 24 hours. Let's see what we got. Looks like a bunch got inside. That's good. See if I can turn this nut. Nope. Ain't this moving yet? Ooh, wait. I got something to move. Okay, see? I don't know if you can see that. I got that moving. That means I could probably get this bit out. Let me rinse this off and try to get a better grip on that nut. Alright, I rinsed it off. So this is moving pretty good right now. But when I lift it up, the bit's going nowhere. I'm going to try to just working a little WD-40 around the mechanism. I can't get past that bit. And in here, I'm gonna clean out those threads the best I can. Try to squirt a little stuff in here too. Alright, see if that'll work in. Yeah, right now that's the only thing it got moving is this here. I really don't want to put any kind of pliers or anything on this and mess up the knurling. Might be able to put the bit in the vise and try to pull it. I don't know, I might snap the bit. Let me let the WD-40 soak for a minute. Think about my plan of attack. Well, I don't think it's looking good. Pay attention to the threads in here. Watch them close as I move the nut. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? It looks like I'm moving the threads, right? As if I cracked the steel part. Doesn't it look like that? Yeah, see it? See, you can almost see the crack opening and closing right there. Right? Look right there. Watch. I think I broke this. Bummer. I don't know. I guess at some point this becomes a retrieval mission rather than a rescue mission. That's not looking good right there. All right, I got it. I think I got it loose. All right, it's loose. I don't know. I heated it up, so it's a little hot too, but there you go. Let's see if it comes apart and I can get to those bits. All right, the good news is the nut's free. The bad news is, can you see that? The handle's moving, but a set of these threads are just like a band. See it? The first 4 or 5 of these threads are just like a band, kind of welded to the shaft. Well, that's going to be interesting to get apart. Here's a better look at it. I was able to pull up on the handle. You see? The thread, the whole thing's broken right there. See it? This is just like a band on there. I think I'm just going to try to chisel that off. Maybe I can come in surgically with a Dremel and just cut that off? I don't know. Alright, I use this real thin cutting wheel on the Dremel. And I was able to cut this free. So now it's loose. It can slide out of the way. That means this can come down. Alright, let me get a better camera angle. There are bits in there, hold on. It's a nightmare in there. But I see 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 bits. I don't know if I can make that clear enough for you. They're in there. I guess I'll just get a needle nose and try to yoink them out. All right, I think that might be all of them. I'll spend a little more time trying to get this one out now. Oh. Got it. All right, so I was able to recover 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bits out of our rusted push drill. Unfortunately, with this threaded collar broken off, even if I tighten this up, and it does tighten up, I mean the threads do engage with what was left there and it does tighten up. The problem is the handle don't stay. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to keep going. I'll knock that pin out and take that screw out and get the whole thing apart. If for nothing, then just for fun. So I made this block with a hole in it to clamp this tight so I can drive out this top pin. This push drill is really fighting me. I think I finally got the pin to start moving. There it goes. All right. Now I'll switch to a smaller pin and knock that right through. All right, the pin's out. And now, just slide right apart. That's like chunks of rust. Wow, no wonder it's not moving. All right, the next thing is that little screw. Well, it's the way this project's going. Yeah, I kind of destroyed the head of that screw. Well, I guess I'll drill out this side and drill out that side so that this can come out. All right, I drilled out that side. I drilled out that side. I should be able to just push or pull it out of there now. Boop. It's out. All right, here comes the spring. Ooh. Loaded with patina. The top part of this brass shaft serves as the nut for this, I'm going to call screw, this helix. Right here is where I'll call it the nut part is. It's frozen solid, and because this is brass, I can't force it too much. I think I might put this part back in the evaporust. Now the evaporust can get way up in here. Maybe it can loosen around this nut and get it free. All right, so the magazine and the tube for the magazine are up close to the top. That's just more for me to remember. All right, took a little persuasion. There's the magazine. And down in here, theoretically, yeah, there's the washer. And there's the spring. There's some more nastiness. So, that's how it was in there. Magazine, tube toward the top, washer, spring. Just like that. The second dip in evaporust looks like it did the parts some good. This is now free. This end is a little mangled. I think if I do some work with a file, I'll be able to push this all the way through and get it out of here. This piece came out pretty good. This is functioning again. The ball inside works. That just needs to be wire brushed. And all the bits, let's see if I can get them all in my hand here. They look like they're okay. I'll go over them with a wire brush, but I don't think the corrosion, this one has some bad corrosion. That might have been the one that was stuck in it. I'm not sure. This one here. That might have been the one that was stuck in the end, remember? But they're not too bad. Okay, here's all the parts laid out. Remember how I destroyed the threads on the handle? Well, luckily, in my stash of spare parts, I had a replacement handle. And I also destroyed the screw in here. So I drilled this out and tapped it. Made a little grub screw. So that's ready to go. Now it's just a matter of getting Humpty Dumpty back together. And I worked on this end, and it seems like it engages pretty smooth now. So I think I can get this sub-assembly together. Okay, here's what the Yankee number 41 push drill looked like when I found it in that $3 yard sale toolbox. Well, it's not going to win any beauty contests. But I was happy to get it working again. It definitely fought me the whole way. I put the bits back in. There's the bits all back in the magazine. Why don't we give it a test drive? All right, let's pick a bit out. Let's pick a pretty good size one. Pick this one. Okay, the bit has a step in it and a divot, right? So you lift up on the collet, put it in, you turn till it seats, and you let go. Now she's in there, ready to make holes. All right, let's see how she does. I'm through. There you go. Let's do one more. I'm through. I'm going to try to get you a close-up of the markings here. So it says Yankee, number 41. It's got North Brothers Manufacturing Company. Then it's got Division of Stanley Tools, Philadelphia, PA, USA. So North Brothers got bought out by Stanley in 1946, and by the late 50s, Stanley stopped putting the North Brothers markings on these altogether. So this one would have to be, I guess, between 1946 and the end of the 50s. I soaked the bits in Evaporust and cleaned them up on the wire wheel. I'm not going to use the term sharpen, but I did freshen up the tips a little. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. So the next time you're at a yard sale or a flea market and you see one of these, pick it up. It's a handy tool to have in the shop. When you pick it up at the sale, give it a shake. That way you know it's got bits in it. The one you're going to find the most at sales is this one, the all-metal Model 41. My favorite, and the one I use all the time in my shop, is this one. This is a Model 45, and this has got a screw-off cap to contain the bits. And I really like this metal, when you say hand guard right there, that's my favorite. That's my favorite model of these. The one that came after that, I guess you would call it the most modern, is this one. This is Model 46. This Model 46 happens to be, I don't know if you can see that, Sheffield, England. It's very similar to Model 45, except the cap up here is plastic, right? And it doesn't have that hand guard. This is the type that was in my dad's shop when I was a kid growing up.